Hello everyone. Today we are doing another Pokemon playthrough, but this time it's Brilliant Diamond. Now, as soon as I hit to start the game, the emulator just pooped its pants, so let's try this again. So I'm going to be doing a randomizer. I was looking for like an excuse to play the game, and I thought, okay, what if someone actually made a randomizer? Now, why isn't it hooking? One moment. Okay, there it is. So I've randomized the game. So let's put the rule set in the chat. So the starters, wild, and NPC encounters are all random. NPCs are 50% higher level. I did not raise the level of the wild encounters just to add some to the challenge. Then shops / overworld items are randomized, and finally the game is sped up, or at least the walking is. I don't know if the in-game like in battles it's sped up or not. So yeah, anyways, before we get started, let me send out the Discord notifications and then we'll go through the game. I don't know how long I'll stream for today, but I'm hoping to get to at least the second badge. We'll see. With that said, making sure everything is running, and we can just get started. Alright. Sadly, I cannot randomize the Munchlax, but it is what it is. And now, which look do we go for? My last playthrough, and only playthrough I've done of BDSP, was with this female. What do I go for? I'm pretty sure you cannot change it after you start. You can change some outfits, but that's about it. Alright. Let's just go. What if we went for a blonde girl? Now let's go as a dude. Alright, now to put the name in. Now I'm playing on Ryujinx, by the way, specifically the LDN version. Since we named him useless in our Diamond playthrough we just did, let's name him useless here too. In all of the battles he never was really an issue. Now, this is more of a randomizer rather than a proper challenge, so even if it turns out to be quite easy, I'm fine with that. Now, attack speed fast, gyroscope off, autosave off, and this doesn't matter. Alright. Battle style switch. Okay. I won't be nicknaming things, but fine, let's go for that. And then let's pick a nice frame. Should be the same frames. Now, I was thinking of maybe doing a monotype challenge. Ooh, this looks cool, so let's go for this. Now, the walking is going to be all jittery because it's sped up. The randomizer program seemed to have an option to basically increase the walking speed, I don't know if it affects other parts of the game too, like battles. We'll have to see. I also don't know what starters we'll have. Alright. Now the problem with Diamond Pearl and this remake as well is resetting for a starter. So real quick, Raging doesn't really have save states, so I'm going to save here. So I don't particularly care about getting the perfect natures because I don't know what I'll end up using, but it would be nice if we got some decent natures. We'll have to see. Alright, moment of truth. What are the starters going to be? Oh, so it keeps the icon, but it's different at the bottom. So Sharpedo, Gengar, or Monkey. Gengar would be really strong, but I think I'll just go for Sharpedo because I would always pick Turtwig anyways. And also Sharpedo gets some nice moves even early on, from what I remember. And priority. So yeah, Aqua Jet. Feels like the battles are sped up. Now the only problem is that Sharpedo is going to be leveling up really slowly early on. Alright, let's go back. And let's check the stats. Naughty nature, so plus attack minus special defense. Honestly, I'll take it. Let's go. Oh, so he got a Gengar. Okay, we have the advantage there. Since I assume he won't have a custom moveset with Focus Blast and stuff. So Sharpedo just walls a Gengar. Okay, we finally get the running shoes. Now we can go really zooming. Okay, this is fast. Also, just to see if it is in this game too. Yep, free potion. Now, what do we have in the grass? Badu. Yeah, the start of battle animation is incredibly slow compared to other games. And here the minus special defense really hurts us. But I'm fine with it. Now there's no overworld poison damage in this game, but I'll still go heal up. I just don't know what I'll do about the bike sections because of the speed up. They'll be a pain. Ooh, Electrode. I think I can take a move, so let's go for it. As long as it doesn't static me, we should be fine. I would rather have speed boost over rough skin, but that's the hidden ability. And what did I just say about paralyzing us? Alright. Potions. Okay, how many potions? I want to get one more encounter. Sableye. I'm trying to see what there is in the grass, so we can start building a nice team as we go. Critical hit, okay. The game has barely started and I'm already getting critical hit. Granted, it's... I'm pretty sure it's twice as likely as Gen 4. And in Gen 4 I got critical hit a ton. Okay. I know I said one more encounter, but let's get one final encounter. Okay, another Electrode. Electrode at level 3 shouldn't have any electric moves. I think it's level 15 or so, give or take, that it learns the first electric move, or at least the first electric damaging move. Do we get level? Almost. Now, Sarpedo is just a glass cannon, but if we get the right coverage on it, we should be set, honestly. I can't remember if what level it gets Ice Fang at, but Poison Fang, Ice Fang. Okay, let's nickname the Sarpedo. Let's go for... Oh, okay. Let's name it Same, as in shark in Japanese, because the other day, was 2 days ago, I was just checking out random newer mangas, and I ran into one that is with a girl that just summons a shark that turns into an interesting 3-headed tentacle shark monster, and I just found that hilarious. So yeah. Currently I'm just reading another new manga with some dude called Harukaze that was like a triple S rank adventurer. Okay. Just to berry, I want to buy 3 just to have them. Splash Plate would be amazing for Sarpedo, because it's a free 20% damage increase. The shops are randomized. So, also, since hidden items are randomized, I was hoping for something better. Oh well. Then, let's give it a Splash Plate right away, since we already have Aqua Jet. That will give us a nice 20% damage increase. Now the problem I'm already seeing is we'll have to find a shop that sells Pokeballs. Because I just realized, unlike the normal randomizers I use, this fully randomizes the shop, not just the second cashier. So unless we find a place that sells Pokeballs, we might never be able to catch things. So I need to make sure to use the free Pokeballs we get from Dawn as efficiently as possible, because those might be just the only Pokeballs we get the entire playthrough, forcing us to rely on gift mons. Alright, we'll see. Also, the important thing, at least, is that we cannot get soft-locked in this game because of how HMs work, where you just have the pockets. Alright, we get the guidebook. Oh, by the way, I'm on version 1.3. I don't know if there's a newer version that came out. Okay, what am I forgetting? What did I forget? Oh, just my clothes. I wasn't even paying attention to them. Okay, Bud U. I would really like to raise a Bud U, but I don't know if we'll be able to find the stone to evolve it. But since the game is randomized, that means if I go in the lake, I might find some nice encounters. For a moment I thought that was shiny. I forgot that Houndoom is like that color in this game. But yeah, Houndoom would be a really good thing to add to the team. Works really well with the Sharpedo. So I'll come back after I get the free Pokeballs. And we might even have some nice encounters in the grass here. Now, I'm pretty sure we get 10 Pokeballs. Okay, what does she have? Ah, people. Okay, so I guess this part isn't randomized. I don't know if gift encounters are randomized besides the starters. I randomized everything I could see. Okay. The more Pokeballs she gives us, the better. If she can give us like 20, that will be nice. But I think she only gives us... Okay. It's all glitching because of the speed up. Now, I wish Ryujinx had a speed up. Alright. Let's go through here. Luxia. Interesting how this appears here, because normally Sinks appears here. Growlithe. Nah, I'd rather have the Houndoom. Okay, how many... Ah, did... Please get caught. I didn't mean to throw it. I thought using X would show me how many I have. Okay, thankfully we have a lot. I literally didn't remember that pressing X straight up throws the ball instead of letting you choose the ball, like how it is in Sun Moon, for example. Anyways. Let's go grab something from over here. Hopefully we'll have a nice encounter or two. We already saw a Houndoom. Coughing. Since I already have a poison move on Sharpedo, I don't think I'll raise a Coughing. Omastar. Already have a water type, but Omastar would be really nice, like Cell Smash and stuff. Now let's find the Houndoom. Another Omastar. Yeah, let's just Aqua Jet. Just get some more experience. I just don't want to level up though, because then Poison Fang might kill the Houndoom. Alright. Lumineon. It does look cool how it's glowing in this game. Much better than the base Diamond Pearl. But I still can't get over how to me the things dangling from it are like testicles. Okay, Fluffy could be a really good thing for playthroughs, but I want the Houndoom. Because I've only really raised the Houndoom for a playthrough once. Do we get a Steelix? I would love to, but nah. Okay, if I don't get the Houndoom soon... Okay, I'm doing 3 more encounters. If we don't get it, we move on. Don't want to take too long here. Vagoroth. Ooh, that could be a really good encounter. But I don't know if we'll be able to get a bulk up on it. Omastar. Alright, I'm getting one more encounter. If it's the Houndoom, that's perfect. If it's not, we'll just move on. And we'll just find something else. I'm just trying to round out the team. Metang. I'm very tempted to get this. Very tempted, but again, I only have 19 balls. And how do I put it? With 19 balls, if I fail to catch things and we don't find a shop, then I'll be stuck with just Sarpedo for the rest of the playthrough. Which Sarpedo can actually fully sweep the entire game, at least vanilla. But anyways, off we go. Let me save real quick. I'll try to save regularly because I remember back on my first playthrough of BDSP, Raging kept crashing a lot, so I want to avoid any accidents. Alright, let's see what this guy has. Our first trainer battle. They should be randomized, just don't pull out an Arceus. Okay, Persian, that's fine. I should be pretty much same speed as them. So if I can get... Okay. I get some chip damage, so that's fine. Growl. As long as I get the poison, we are good. Yes. Battle poison. So now I just need it to not one-shot me with some random slash. Okay, Growl. With the poison, it should be dead here. Because the poison is going to keep doubling. So even if it were to survive, it would be fine. Ooh, Absol. Do we go for a second dark type on the team? If it lives, I'm getting it. But I don't think it will live. Alright, I'm going back, healing. I want to be in tip-top shape, at least until we have a second thing on the team. Because I don't know what these NPCs might pull out on me. Bronzor. Said it during the Diamond playthrough, Bronzor is amazing as a steel type. Lots and lots of utility. But here I am just going to kill it. Oh, Oh, it leaves. Rough skin. Actually, let's chuck a ball. It should catch. Alright, there we go. And let's name it Snow White, because it's a mirror. Okay, is at least a good nature. In the diamond playthrough, I got a plus speed bronzer, serious nature full neutral, so it should be really good. Heat proof though, so I need to keep that in mind. Weavile. I'm going to just double aqua jet. It stole my plate, but I'm pretty sure I get it back after the battle, so it's not the end of the world. And we get the party-wide EXP share from the get-go, so that's nice. Don't have to unlock it or anything. Flame body, of course. I do have a roast berry, but I think I'll just go back in here. I do find that animation cute though. Where she just pouts. I don't know why it's not letting me enter and exit things. It might be because of the speed up. Absol. If we could get a Mega Absol, I'd say definitely get it, but there's no Megas in this game. So for now, I'll just kill it for some experience. It gives attack, EVs, so that just helps. Okay. Is he going to pull out an Arceus? Oh, Crocodile. Poison Fang. If I get a poison, then Aqua Jet kills next turn. Actually, I don't even need to go for Aqua Jet. I can just straight up go for the Poison Fang. And here, we got the plate back earlier. Buizel. Floatzel is a really good encounter for playthroughs, but I think I'm fine. I already have a great water type. I don't want to have too many of the same type, so I'll try to spread out as much as possible. Like, have something of its type. Full incense. Yeah, that's kinda trash. Paralyze Hell, much more useful. Now we have to do the trainer school, which will give us hidden power. The randomizer didn't have an option to increase team sizes, by the way, so the thing I normally do... Okay, amulet coin, I'll take one. So I guess the randomizer, instead of randomizing each shop separately, just randomizes each entry of the shop, which screws us over more, because it means we are even less likely to find Pokeballs. Or heals, for that matter, so I need to save up all my heals. Now, no, I won't give the amulet coin, I will give the quick glow that we can get from here. Since Bronzor really likes the quick glow. Alright. Trainer school time. I also want to check what encounters we can get with the old rod, since it's randomized, so we might find something amazing hiding in the water. I never understood why they changed this to kids in Platinum to make them no longer give the hidden power. It's not like hidden power is this amazing move. It's great, but 90% of the time it ends up with like base 30 damage in the 4th generation. Alright, easy pickings. And getting the Bronzor early on is actually really nice, because it means we can start leveling it up early and then it will end up at a much better level later on. Tangrowth. Okay, this is going to be bad. Poison Fang. I need either a critical or at the very least poison. Good. That's bad, but I have the Bronzor in the back, and Bronzor should be able to stall it out. It's bad poison, so it will keep doubling every turn. Growth is a bit annoying, but we should be fine. Now Confuse Ray. Bind couldn't matter less. Just need to stall it and get it to low enough where the Sharpedo can actually finish it off. But I also need to have enough health left to fight whatever is in the back. Come on, get hit. Alright, next turn, poison kills it. So if it gets hit in confusion, that's perfect. Okay, and it goes down here. This should give a ton of experience to the Bronzor. Yeah, 2 whole levels. We get payback. I want to get Hypnosis. Oh, she only has Ranaki. I thought she had 2. Multiple TM10s, okay. Wait. Workup, okay. So not hidden power. I forgot that they removed hidden power from this game. How even Unknown had the trouble. And not just this game, I think Sword Shield as well. In general, 8th gen did away with hidden power, even though that meant screwing over many things. Alright, we get the first coupon, then we get the 3rd coupon somehow from this guy. Even though he's the 2nd person you'll end up talking to. And then the 3rd person you talk to will give you the 2nd coupon. For some reason. Now, let's grab the old rod. and see what kind of encounters we can find. Okay, so her boyfriend stood here up. Alright, what kind of encounters do we have? How do I use it again? Again. To the plus, press the plus button. Oh, alright. That's a bit awkward. It's essentially on the start button, not the select. Come on, give me an encounter. I'll get 3 encounters. See what we have. Ooh. That would be a really cool one. But there's better things to get. So for now we kill it. I already have a psychic type anyways. But I want to add one more member to the team before the rival battle. Ooh, Claydol would be really cool. Claydol is similar to Bronzong, just not as tanky because it has wash typing with more weaknesses. And still has levitate, but like the levitate doesn't really matter much for Claydol. Still, Claydol is an amazing dual screen setter, even a trick room setter, just not as good as Bronzong. Alright, we've seen more or less what there is here. So we move on. If I could, I would catch one of everything, but sadly, no such luck. Alright. So now we have the pockets. If we press the R button, we can pull it up. Now I'm going to go do the route up north to maybe get another encounter and then do the rival battle. Ooh, a bottle of iron, that's nice. I'm getting this. But how am I going to get it? I want to get it really freaking badly. It's on 1 HP. Okay, I'm going to chuck a ball. If it doesn't catch, I'm moving on and coming back later. This would legitimately be amazing to have. Okay, we now know there's a Sedinja here. I'm going to go ahead. And when I have Hypnosis on the Bronzor, I'll come back to get the Sedinja. Shouldn't be that far off from getting Hypnosis. That wig. I want this really badly, but it has a 45 catch rate. shouldn't have a grass type move yet. Oh, never mind. It does. Okay. That's still not an issue. If it goes for tackle, it will be on a sliver. Okay, I wanted to go for tackle. Get rough skinned, then I switch out. I'm going to throw up to 2 balls on this. Come on, I just needed to tackle me. I can finish it off whenever I want, but I need it to tackle me, so it can get rough skinned. Come on. Okay, perfect. I think that was like 1 HP thereabout. Like if it had 1 more HP, it would have lived. But we have Sedinja and Turtwig. I really like Turtwig. And especially Torterra, one of the coolest starters in my opinion. Literally just sucks in this game. It's like 10% chance, I think, to pull an encounter, whereas Super Odd it's like 80. Gloom. Like I do like Gloom, but not really an interesting encounter. Plus we have to rely on the evolutionary stone, which I don't know if I'll even be able to get because things are randomized. So there's no guarantee I'll get anything. Come on, just give me one freaking encounter. Diglett. No, I'd rather have a Torterra as a ground type. I also want to find a really nice flying type if possible. In the Diamond playthrough, I had Staraptor as a flying type. But I want to like get something really nice. We'll just come back for the Turtwig in a moment. I'm going to check the grass encounters real quick since they are faster to check. Okay, we've seen the Sedinja. Yes. And I would love to put it on the team, but until I get Hypnosis, I don't want to start chucking balls because it will almost definitely break out. The thing with Sedinja is it has 1 HP, but it also counts as being at full health, even though it's on 1 HP. So you don't get the bonus of weakening it. Normally, if something is on 1 HP, you have a much better chance at catching it. But that's because it's on 1 HP relative to the max HP. Okay, Scary Face. I might actually teach it over Leer. Alright. I'll get like 3 more encounters in the grass. Legendary, come on. Regirock. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to chuck just one ball. Never mind. Never mind. I thought it would live because it is base 200 friggin' defense. Okay, Umbreon. Nah, Sarpedo is a much better dark type. At least for playthroughs. For competitive, then yes, Umbreon is better. But I think they removed foul play in this game, which makes it a lot less viable. Alright, with more or less similar encounters, I'll try to get a Turtwig. But I want one more grass encounter. Okay. Now here's the problem. This thing probably has Dragon Rage. And I just barely don't have the health. Sun Tomb. I need to get a poison on it. Okay, scary face. Okay, I should live here. Okay. No. I'm going to tackle it and hopefully it lives. Okay, doesn't live. I need to basically near guarantee that whatever I'm trying to catch is actually going to get caught. Because again, we only have 18 balls left for the rest of the game, just 18 Pokeballs. And we have so many things we need to catch, including legendaries. Alright, let's try to get that Turtwig now. Not you. It literally looks like it has nipples on its head. I don't know why they designed it that way, but anyways, we're looking for the Turtwig. Come on. There are some potential Dustox. That could be a nice encounter, but I'll just kill it for the experience. But if I go back down to Sandgame and then go down where the water is, I might actually be able to get some other nice encounters. I forgot about that spot. Okay, should take 2 confusions to kill. I guess 3. But it shouldn't really have anything to hit me with, like, I think its strongest move is going to be Confusion. Okay, critical hit, that helps. Do we level up? Yes. Do we get Hypnosis? Not yet. I think Hypnosis is around level 14 or something. And I'm so used to just having the Y button be the shortcut for items from 4th gen onwards. Come on, Turtwig. I just want the Turtwig so I can move on. Alright, so do we get Turtwig? Do we get Do we try to get a Garchomp? Do we try to get a Regirock? Just want to add one more thing to the team before we move on. So it can start getting experience. Turtwig would be lovely. We got it once, I'm pretty sure we can get it again. Just need some patience. But the game is really testing my patience. Okay, come on, Turtwig. Yes! Level 4, so I go for Aqua Jet here. Shouldn't kill. Don't touch me. Of course it goes right away for the contact. Okay. Okay. Come on, level 5. So it can have withdraw. Because at level 4 it only has tackle. Level 3. Okay, not. Okay, let's go into the Bronzor. Tackle shouldn't kill. Alright. Another tackle. Then we go back into Sharpedo to get some tiny extra damage from Rough Skin. Alright. This is as good as it will get. If only I had Hypnosis on the Bronzor, that would be perfect. But we don't, so we have to try our luck as is. Alright. Welcome to the Team Turtwig. Let's name it... Make sure I spell it correctly. Alright. Yggdrasil. Because it's a tree. Alright, 1 HP. A relaxed nature. Kinda awful, but I really like Turtwig, so... couldn't care less. Let's go. Now we get to fight the 3 trainers. And I bet the other Turtwigs were like perfect nature or perfect IVs just to screw me over. Anyways, easy pickings here. Emperor, even if it burns, shouldn't be that big of a deal. Alright. The Turtwig jumped to level 8. That was fast. The NPCs are stronger by a lot. It's like 50% stronger. I was thinking of making it 2 times stronger, but there's no guarantee that will... That's one thing I would love to catch. Come on. Come on, game. I know you'll give it to me at some point. Darkrai is my favorite Pokemon. Now we're going to the Bronzor. I'm pretty sure it has ominous wind at low levels. It doesn't. Okay, then we go back into the Sarpedo. Of course we go for another confuse, right? Alright, screw it. I'll just risk. Okay, Turtwig is level 10. Imprison. Do I want it? Not really. Normally Imprison on Bronzor is really good for playthroughs because of how many people actually have that. There's way too many NPCs that have Bronzors. So Imprison just screws them over completely. Critical hit. Yeah, we just hardwall. But I see we are speed tied, that's interesting. I might be able to go for a payback if I'm slower. But if it's speed tied, it's not really going to work. Payback does double the damage if you've been hit already. Come on. Synthesis has 10 PP, if I remember correctly, it's either 5 or 10. Come on. If it gets hit in confusion once more time, it's dead. Alright. That was very close. I'm pretty sure that it just barely killed. Anyways. Last trainer. Golem. Alright. That will be some really nice experience. And honestly, I could even send in the Turtwig so it can get some experience, but for now, let's just acquire it. Alright. I think we're ready for the rival battle. Dance Spurs. I still remember how long it took me on my latest Crystal playthrough. It was off stream. I was doing a living dex, and Dance Spurs alongside Yanma are the two 1% encounters in the game. Yanma is above Goldenrod, and Dance Spurs is in the Dark Cave. So yeah, and it took me about an hour and a half of just turbo, like full turbo emulator. Of course he has the one thing that messes up with Sarpedo. Okay, I'm going to go for damage here, then switch out, because I know I can take one hit. Now, the thing with the Elekid line is they get Thunder Punch really early on. Like Elekid gets Thunder Punch at like level 1, if I remember correctly, in most of the games. Okay, Togetic. That's a Stain. And Poison Fungit. Very type and all. Sweet Kiss, that's sweet. Confusion, okay. Alright, so we're just going to our Bronzor and finish it off. Growl doesn't really matter, I'm just going for a confusion. I just need one hit. Yeah, that does nothing. So far we have... Oh, I forgot that Togetic has actually half decent defenses. At least compared to Bronzor's special attack. Okay, Razor Leaf. Let's lose Withdraw. We'll give it Curse later on anyways. It's like 5 levels away from Curse. Alright. Do we have any good encounters here? Roselia. Again, I would love to raise this, but there's no guarantee we'll find the Shiny Stone that it takes to evolve. Now I'll do like 2 more encounters. Weavile. That's a really nice one. Fast, good ice coverage, knockoff. But I'm just going to kill for the experience because it gives speed with these, and I would very much enjoy some of those when most of my team is quite slow. Okay, one more encounter. Mudkip. Do you like Mudkip? Okay, I hate that from him. Alright. We'll probably get some more encounters going through the place. Reaper Cloth. So if I find a Dusclops, we can get Dusk Noir, which would be interesting. There's no Eviolite in this game anyway, so there's no point in not evolving it. Now I want Sharpedo to get a nice dark move soon, so it can use its second stab. Aqua Jet is great, but like... Togekiss this time. Okay. This should have Aura Sphere, but it doesn't give, so it doesn't matter. Alright, next trainer. I also want to check in the water if there's some nice encounters. Makuhita. I'm just going to go into Bronzor. Makuhita actually has pretty decent bulk, so Aqua Jet legitimately might not kill. But Makuhita is one of those Gen 3 Pokemon that take a ridiculous amount of experience to level up. And also, it's also one of the Gen 3 Pokemon that its stats have a strong similarity to its evolved form. So for Makuhita specifically, every single stat it has straight up doubles. Some others, like Trapinch, keep their attack stat the same, like through their evolutions. So like Trapinch and Flygon has the same attack stat, for example. Anyways, I'm skipping some of the battles just to get through, see what encounters we might be able to get, and then do the battles just so those new encounters can start getting some experience. Alright, that deletes it. Arcanine, no, we'll just stay in. Bronzor has hit proof, so if I ever need to use it against fire types I can. I just can't use it against ground types. explore and heal. Then I'll get some water encounters. See what there is in here. Snubbull. I have used Granbull quite a lot competitively, but that's because of the hidden ability. With just Intimidate, I don't think it's worth putting on the team. It's the hidden ability it gets, I can't remember what it's called, that makes it gain a speed boost. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. I was not planning for this. But let's do it nonetheless. I'll throw 3 balls. If we can get this with 3 balls, that will be perfect. Okay, tackle shouldn't kill. Especially if it gets a +1 here. Come on, don't kill. Come on. Alright. So we get a bite, finally. So with bite, we can actually do some nice damage to a Rayquaza if we find another one. So let's get that third encounter here. Come on, Rayquaza. Nah. Snubbull. Rayquaza would be really cool. In hindsight, I could have baited it to attack the Sharpedo, but at that level, Rayquaza is almost exclusively special moves. Come on, give it to me. Give me the shiny Rayquaza. It would really suck if we got a shiny and we accidentally killed it. I really need a Bronzor to get that Hypnosis soon. Should we be 2 levels away or something from getting Hypnosis? Alright, come on. Snubbull again. Oh well. I'll get one more encounter. If it's not Rayquaza, I'll just move on. For now. We'll come back. I just want to get some more balls. I know of some NPCs that give us free balls, like in Norberg there is a Dusk Ball. But yeah, Rayquaza would be an amazing flying type to have on the team. And would actually synergize really well with the team. Okay, Baltoy, we've already seen Claydol. Also, after I beat the game, I think I might switch it to a living dex challenge, maybe. Ooh, Whiskas. That's a really nice water type for anyone that doesn't know. Especially if you can get Dragon Dance on it. Now I'm just switching to that wig to get some experience on it. At level 4 it won't give much, but it's something. Alright, so we have 2 trainers. This one and one more. And then we have 2 trainers inside the cave. and potentially another encounter. But Sarpedo so far has really nice coverage. I just need to replace Bite later on with Night Slash. Gibble. Gibble shouldn't have Dragon Rage just yet, it gets at around level 12. So for now we are safe, but not for long. If we run into Gibble, Gabite or Garchomp, later on they might have Dragon Rage, so I need to make sure I'm at over 40 HP. But I do like how the run has been going so far. We've found some quite interesting encounters. For example, we know where to find Sedinja. We've seen Regirock, we've seen Garchomp, we've seen Rayquaza. And who knows what else we might see. Maybe we'll run into Arceus. Because voice shouldn't do much. I do have a minor special defense nature, but Sarpedo can still take a hit despite being a glass cannon. Alright. In we go. He gives us the thingy. So Rock Smash. And we get the thing as well. Alright, 2 trainers. I also need to check encounters. Kecleon. I think Aqua Jet will just one-shot it. Kecleon has a really good special defense. It's like base 120 or something. But on the physical side it's really underwhelming. I've tried using bulky Kecleon a few times, but with Protean, and it actually worked decently well. You can Sucker Punch to quickly change your typing, if need be. Alright, it shouldn't be able to one-shot us, but it might have a blow-up move. Oh, never mind. I forgot it has Charge Beam at that level. But at that level it should also have Self-Destruct. All Regis get it, from what I remember. They get it literally as a starting move. Okay, Lilip. Let's go into Turtwig. Ideally I want to get Grottle by the time we are at the leader, which should be very doable. The leader is going to be around level 20. That was a critical hit. I was curious why it did so much damage, but I guess that explains it. Alright. Now what encounters do we have in the cave here? Mr. Mime. When he's not busy using those fingers on Ash's mom, they can be found inside of caves, I guess. Alright. Ooh, Tropius. That's a cool one. Tropius is a really nice one, but I already have a grass type, so I want to have like one of its type at most. Okay, Gyro Ball. Let's lose Payback for it. Payback doesn't really give it more coverage. And I'd rather keep Tackle just to have a really weak move to hit things with. Alright, Mr. Mime. So we've gotten 3 encounters. None of them are something I want to put on the team, so let's move on. Now, first things first, I want to grab the free Dusk Ball. So, which house is it at? The chubby guy there is the in-game trade. I'll have to check to see if that has been randomized too. Okay, free Dusk Ball. I think it will get randomized. Okay. What is it? Zubat? Oh, okay, so that's the trade. My bad. Now let's check the shop. Netball. That's going to be really nice. I don't really need the money, so netballs are very helpful. Might as well get an extra splash plate, why not? Then heal up. Then we head up, grab the 2 free items, and maybe find a nice encounter too. Venomoth. Ooh. Okay, I'll have to check this. I need to see the Lancet for Venomoth, because if it gets Quiver Dance in this game, that would be absolutely amazing. The Venomoth is actually one of the strongest mons out there because of the Sealed Dust ability. Alright. Okay, so it gets Quiver Dance at level 1. It's level 6. So it will have Supersonic, Struggle Bug, Disable Tackle, missing out on Quiver Dance. So we'll need a hard scale, and it relearns Quiver Dance at 63. Alright. I won't get it. I'll just kill it. But I really like Venomoth. I would definitely put that on the team if we could get Quiver Dance on it at a reasonable level. But waiting until level 63 is a bit much. Alright, let's get like 2 more encounters. Zatu. I already have a Psychic type, and Zatu isn't that good without move tutors to get Hit Wave or egg moves to get stored power. Plus I'll need to like get Calm Mind on it to even be able to do some decent damage. Alright. I'm trying to see a third encounter. So we've seen Venomoth. We've seen the Zatu. Now I just need to find a third one. Bronzong. Nah, we already have one. Well, we will soon have one. Alright, let's move on. So over here we have a free item. Bag of Stardust. I do like how in this game they've changed it to like be a bottle of something or a bag of something rather than just you found an iron or you found a Stardust. Makes more sense. Because it's not like you just find the protein just spilled on the floor. Ooh, metal coat. That would be really nice for Bronzong later on, once we have flash cannon. Okay, that is beautiful. Choice scarf before even the first badge. That's what I like to see. Okay, Garchomp. If it's of around level 11, it might have Dragon Rage. Should have just enough health to tank. Don't miss. Good. It's not a rough skin, so it's quite nice. Now, Rhyperior. I have the Sand attack to worry about, so let's just go into the Turtwig. We do want to get some experience on it after all. It's a level and a half away from evolving. Now, even with solid rock, I don't think it can tank that. Rhyperior would be another nice encounter. Okay, we get the curse. Let's just lose tackle. Jigglypuff. If it didn't suck so badly, I would actually add it to the team. But outside of just using it for sleep, it can't really do much. Plus we would need a Moonstone. Power Bracer. Let's use that immediately. So give to the Turtwig. Ooh, Magnezone. That would be a really nice one. But I already have a slow steel type. Of course it fits the supersonic. Oh well. I have a slow steel type already, so there's little reason to add a second one to the team, even if Magnezone is extremely good in the right hands. Come on, don't get hit. Good. Now, I don't know if the invisible EXP share in this game shares EVs too. I'm pretty sure it does, just to know whether having the item on Turtwig is worth it. So let's do a test. Check summary. So it has 32 attack. Right before it evolves. Right before it levels up, we'll just check how much it has gotten after the battles. Now Confusion should be able to to shot it from here. It doesn't really have anything to hit Bronzer with. It has Sludge from what I remember. And I think it still has Tackle. Haven't really seen a low level Mac in a while. I guess we are doing less damage than I was hoping. Still. We'll just straight up hard wall. Alright. We fought that guy. I was trying to see if there's like an item in the corner there. Also, might as well see for encounters, because this room should have different encounters to the other room. Ooh, Zinx. Forewarn because I have bite. I never understood the point of forewarn though, or anticipation. Like, it warns you that the opponent has a super effective move, but it doesn't actually do anything about said move. It just tells you that the opponent has it. Which I do find kinda stupid, in a way. Since having the other abilities, things like Toxic Rock or Jinx have, would be much more viable. I wouldn't call them as bad as Illuminate or Starmie, but they're definitely bad abilities. Ooh, Grovile. I already have Turtwig. I really like Sceptile though, so what do? I think I'll just kill it. Get those delicious PDVs. Okay, one more encounter. That is different. We've seen Hitmonchan and Grovile in this room so far. Dag Trio. That's nice. But personally, I never was a fan of the Diglett Dag Trio line. The only purpose of them existing, in my opinion, is just to have an easier time against Lieutenant Surge in the Kanto games. But that's not such an important thing, is it? Alright. First, but do we get the free item? Alright. So apparently the gym is a rock type. Let's see what the gym is actually going to be. So far it's ghost type. And will you look at that? We have the perfect answer for ghost types. It just barely won't die. Oh, okay. It was like within 1 HP of dying. Okay, so we go from 34 attack Did we have 33 earlier? I think we had 33. Which means that the power item is working. Alright. Second trainer. So first trainer was Ghost. Second is Electric. Interesting. I can stay in, take one Thunder Shock. Okay, Thunder waves me. But I went ahead and paralyzed myself. 200 IQ strategy. Okay, camera, I'll just stay in. I might get screwed over by the paralysis, but I should be able to take one big hit anyways. Alright, we go back, we heal, then we take on the leader. As long as he doesn't have anything too annoying like legendaries, we should be fine with our current team. I would have liked to have one extra team member, but it's not the end of the world. We have the items and everything set. I really vibe with the music in the gym battles here. Okay, we're going to Grottle. Now the power item will make me slower, but I should be slower anyways because of the minus speed nature. Cell Smash it. That could end up being dangerous, but I don't think it has Aurora Beam at that level. Rain Dance, okay. Probably has Swift Swim as the default ability. Okay, does he heal here? Yes, which means Razor Leaf definitely kills. And what does he bring in next? If it's something weak to water, that will be ideal. Because it's raining and Sharpedo has a water move. So he set up the rain just to guarantee that I sweep his team with the Sharpedo. That's the kind of RNG I like. With the splash plate in the rain, there's no way it lives. And Monferno as well. So yet another thing. So he literally set up the rain for me to just sweep him. That's just beautiful. What level was he? At 21 on his highest level. And Ice Fang, okay. Honestly, I don't think I'll use Focus Energy setup ever. So let's go for attacking moves. Okay, we get Stealth Rock. And the buds. And we get some stickers too, but I'll never use because I couldn't care less about them. Healing up. Then I will try to get a Rayquaza. So this is level 18. It's very close to a level up, and I will see what level it gets Hypnosis. Level 20, so basically just over a level to go. Alright. With hypnosis, we can try to get the Sedinja. And maybe even the Rayquaza. Alright. Alright. I do like how you, like, we can just avoid needing to use the what's it called? I think hold. Okay, you have to hold it. So we can avoid needing to use HM slaves. So I can just put 6 things I want to use on the team, rather than needing HM slaves. And I do very much like that. One of the few great things this game did. Like, the remakes have a ton of issues. Like, if you can get to the league in 15 minutes by menu stacking, then you know the game is a broken mess. But at least they did some really nice changes to the classic formula of just dedicating the last 2 slots of the team to HM slaves, or at least 1 slot of the team. I don't know why a random thing would just come and help you just because you clicked on a watch though. Alright. So we put the bronzer first. Then we save. And time to try and get a Rayquaza. I'll spend up to 5 balls on it, just because I really want it. Come on. Not Snubble. So, it seems to be like mostly Snubbles here, but we did manage to find a Rayquaza earlier. So I want to just try to get it. It will make the playthrough a lot easier, so it won't even be a challenge at all. But I just want to have it because I don't get to use Rayquaza every day on playthroughs. But I need to get the Rayquaza and then to not kill it with a bronzer. And then catch it without spending too many balls and have it not suck in nature. Because knowing my luck, I'll end up with an awful nature. The Turtwig, for example, we caught earlier, has a pretty bad nature, like minus speed. Give me that Raikou. I hate the old road. Come on, just give me the freaking encounter. Who thought it was a good idea to make it only a 10% chance to get a pull with the rod. If I at least had something with a sticky hold in order to guarantee the fishing attempt, that would be nice. Okay, come on, Rayquaza. Yes. Now we need to not kill it. We have leveled up a lot more than earlier. So level 6 versus level 18. So my best bet is going for a tackle and having it somehow live. Alright. So if tackle does only that much, then confusion should do about twice as much. Now this will be extremely close. If I go for Gyro Ball, the minimum Gyro Ball damage I think is 40. Oh no. Alright, so Gyro Ball. Or let's go Gyro Ball. Don't flinch me. I guess I was not slow enough. Okay. Now we know. Now we know. I'll get it eventually. It's only a matter of time. I just need to fish enough. Find the Rayquaza and destroy it with kindness and Pokeballs. But yeah, in hindsight I should have gone for tackle. Just thought that the Rayquaza was faster by a lot, but I guess we were like give or take the same speed, which would make Gyro Ball around a 50 power. And then get Stab. So it ends up doing a lot more than tackle. Okay. Here's the Rayquaza. Let's do this. Level 3. Okay. Confusion. Okay, I'm going to go for Leafads here. It's 4 times resisted. Now we go back into the Bronzor. Tackle once. It should just barely not kill, hopefully. Come on. That must have been extremely close though. Whether it would live or not. Okay, let's keep trying. If we find another level 3, now I know exactly what to do. We go into the Grottle and we Razor Leaf. And hopefully not get a critical hit. Or, just to not risk the critical, I can go Curse, then a Leafads. If it's level 6 that we find, I'll go for 2 curses and then leaf buds. Come on, give it to me. I've spent so long fishing at this point. Come on. Give me the request already. I'm starting to hate Snubbull, and I have no reason to actually hate it normally, because it is a nice one. Has some nice move pool, a lot of coverage, all the elemental punches, earthquake, gets a lot of things. Gets play rough. I think it even gets baby doll eyes, which is like a priority growl, making it quite nice for playthroughs. Okay, what level? Level 3, okay. Going to Grottle. Curse, leaf buds. And let's just hope it's not a minus defense nature or something stupid like that. Don't get the boost. Okay, good. Now leaf buds. Don't get the boost, come on. If it gets the boost, I'm screwed. Alright. What's the way I can damage it the least? Confuse Ray. No, it has 150 attack and 90 defense, so I was about to say it might just barely kill itself. Okay. Let's do this. I'm learning and formulating strategies. Okay, so next Rayquaza. If it's level 3, that's the best chance for us, because much easier to catch at level 3 than level 4 or 5, and especially compared to 6. At level 6 it's almost twice as hard to catch. Okay, not twice, but it's like 60% or so harder to catch. I need to get it literally a sliver of health and chuck the ball. If I can do that, then we're set. Sadly, Sharpedo will definitely kill it no matter what move it goes for. Once we get the Rayquaza, it's just breezing through the rest of the stuff. I just want the Rayquaza. I don't even care about other encounters at this point. I just want to get it already. Okay, that was a quick one. Come on. Nah, just Snubbull. Now, instead of Rayquaza, I could always just go in the route above Jubilife and get a Garchomp. Ooh, Leaky Tank. We haven't seen this yet. Hmm. I do like the animation though, the lick, 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 lick. I could get it as a normal type for the team, but I don't think I'd end up enjoying it much. It's very reliant on TMs for coverage, like Ice Beam or what's the other one? Flamethrower. Had a brain fart there. Okay, come on, give it to me already. Give me a Rayquaza that's ideally level 3. That we can actually whittle down sufficiently. Come on. Alright, the game is just trolling me at this point with these snubbles. Like, I don't think the Rayquaza is like 1% encounter. The Leaky Tank might indeed be a 1% encounter. But the Rayquaza should be like a 20% encounter, since that's how it's usually spread with the old road encounters. It's like 80% Magikarp, then 20% something else, like a Goldeen. Okay, come on, give it to me. By now I would just be in a turn if I wasn't fishing for the Rayquaza here. Ratata. Okay. The animation was weird because I don't know why it was showing the character there. As if it was a super important encounter. Are you freaking kidding me? At this point, I might reset just to get better RNG. Like reset the emulator. Although I didn't think it will actually matter. Freaking Snubbles. I'm sick and tired of seeing that ugly pink face. Also, I never understood why it got turned into a fairy type later on. It looks nothing like a fairy. Imagine expecting the tooth fairy and seeing a Snubble. Instead of giving you money for your teeth, it will just bite your face off. Okay, level 7, that's really bad, but let's still try. One confusion, then one tackle. That's bad. Okay, I'll just suck a ball. Alright, finally. Freaking finally. No, I forgot to give it a nickname, but let's check the stats. Now just watch it be quiet nature. Oh, modest. Okay. So this can be our special attacker. Modest nature. That's not half bad. I legit expected a much more awful nature. Now, Let's give it the amulet coin. And proceed. Oh, I should save as well. Just to not have any accidents. I'm really vibing. Oh, so her team is not randomized, it still has the weak link stuff. Okay. Should take the attacks like that very easily. Why would you go for entrainment there, of all things? Yeah, we are barely doing damage with Bronzer. It really needs better moves. Oh well, let's just confuse Ray then. Since confusion damage is actually going to be stronger. Most likely. Alright. Of course it doesn't get hit in confusion. Alright, Sameko goes down. Now because of the icy wind, Bronzor is even slower than normal. So Gyro Ball, despite the growl, might do something decent. Yeah. I'll have fun. I should be able to just barely live. Now if I get another Cookie Claw, I definitely make it. But I'm not counting on it, so let's just switch out. But I think I didn't go into request at that. No critical. Alright. If it had Pound, why didn't it go for it already? It's been using water moves on a water type. Okay, Crunch. Better than Scary Face. Now, it is a minus attack nature, but it is still 150 base attack stat, so we won't have any issues there. Alright, now we get access to the TV station and capsules. Now in the TV station we can do the daily lottery, and there should be a battle as well in there for us to do, just for some extra experience. And let's see if we have any new items here. Now that we have a badge. Alright. Aleppo berry, my favorite berry, so let's just buy a bunch. And let's buy a macho brace just to have it. Seems like we can buy... Ooh! I just saw this. I'm not going to use it. I'm not. But you never know. Some timer balls. So we have managed to find some balls at least. That's something. Very important. Then we do the daily battle here and we head up to Floroma. What does he have? Venomoth. Level 25, that's quite high. Shouldn't have Bark Buzz yet though. There's no point in going for other moves, like trying to flinch it or whatnot, because of its ability. The ability, assuming it has Sealed Dust, makes it so if we try to flinch it and whatnot, it will only take damage, not get flinched. It negates the secondary effects of moves. Right, that should give us a ton of experience. And we finally get Hypnosis. So let's lose Tackle. Then we do the lottery. Okay, nothing matches. I need to heal up, so we can get rid of the poison. And then I want to add another thing to the team that I haven't used in a playthrough in forever. Assuming we run into it. Come on, it's only like a Regirock. I would love to get this, but it's not the thing I was looking for. Still, pretty sure even base skills. Yeah, level 4 and all. We're looking for Sedinja. Ooh, Weeping Bell. If only I knew whether I'll get a Leaf Stone, I could add this to the team. Haven't used Victory Bell in another Regirock, come on. I don't care about the Regirock right now. Yes, it's nice, but I already have one legendary on the team. I don't want to stack the team full of legendaries, because then it will be too easy. Since there's no guarantee with the randomizer used that there will be only fully evolved opponents. The other randomizer I use for the older games, it's Pokerando ZX, and it has a setting to guarantee. Ooh, I would love to add this to the team, but do I even have anything to weaken it with? Pretty much everything will just one-shot. That's good. Another Regirock, like come on. I'm looking for Sedinja, because now we have Hypnosis, so we can actually make it reasonable. We have Hypnosis and Netballs, so with those two together we should pretty much guarantee the Sedinja. different encounters in the patches of grass, because in the other patch of grass we're getting different encounters. Yes, the red rock is shared, so I guess we're just... okay, there it is. Now, nature doesn't matter. Sedinja is going to go on the team just to avoid getting swept by something stupid. Very important for randomizers. Also that. And now, Hypnosis. Then one netball and we have it. This should be pretty much guaranteed capture. Level 4 with a 4 times modifier and the sleep modifier. That should be well beyond 100% chance to catch. I'll just nickname it later. I already have a nice name for it. Okay, so Serious Nature. Sand Attack, which will be really nice. False Swipe, in case we want to catch something. All in all, that's really good of an encounter. And I'm going to move the Rayquaza in front so it can get some more experience. Now, I will stop going out of my way to look for encounters for the most part. Like for example, I will look here and get just one encounter, just to get an idea of what we can find here or there. But unless I run into something that is really interesting, I won't bother catching anything else. Because we also have the Grand Underground that we'll gain access to. And there will be a ton of encounters there. And those will also be randomized. So I'll just keep the 5th slot on the team open for whenever... Ooh, choice specs. That is actually going to be amazing on the Rayquaza, because it's a special attacker. So we'll see. Magmortar, we have Ancient Power. I just hope it doesn't have anything to hit me with. We should be faster too. Now give me the +1. Smoke screen. Kinda annoying, but not the end of the world. Now we just need to level up the Sedinja Snover. We don't have airlock. So we should be fine. And also it shouldn't have any ice moves at this low level. I think Icy Wind is at like level 14 or something. Which is the first ice move it gets. Alright. We are making some good progress. Execute. Okay, Air Slash or Crunch here. Air Slash should do a lot more. Stabbenol. Okay, level 13. Luftdisk. Then just go into the grotto. tackle does nothing. I can't remember what level in this game Grottle will get Giga Drain or Torterra, but I would like to have Giga Drain or at least Mega Drain just to heal up a bit. Like, I get why they changed it to Leaf Fudge instead of Absorb, but at the same time it's nice to have like the mixed coverage. Corphish is the more dangerous one. Alright, easy pickings. Honestly, with Rayquaza on the team, we're going to sweep half the game. Alright. Thankfully didn't get hit in confusion. Alright. Then we have the Bullet Seed TM. Which I could teach to something. TMs in this game are basically single use, like back in the day. Okay, now the NPCs here, I'm pretty sure I have a save file from Sword and Shield. So the guy, so the guy gives us a Jirachi. So might as well just add this to the team for now and end up not using it. Naughty nature, I want a better nature though. Now, is there a soft reset? No. Okay, so I'm going to stop the emulation. Sadly there's no reset emulation option. Then we reboot the game. Alright. I do like how it just loads you straight into the game. Alright, I'm going to do up to 3 attempts. I'm looking either for a full neutral nature or like bold / modest. Come on, quiet. Alright, third attempt. If I don't get it, like if I don't get a good nature, then I'm just not going to bother. I don't have a save file from Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. Gentle, that's kind of awful. Oh well. I'm resetting. I'll just not pick it up. So 3 resets, we didn't get it. So I'll just restart the game and move on without adding it to the team at all. Alright, let's go. Oran berries. Petsa. Oh, cherry. The Petsas are in the, like, right outside. Just a berry. Don't really need it because we can just buy those at the shop. and spray duck. Let's check the shop in case it has something different. Pokeball. Okay, finally. Let's grab a skull fossil since it's here. I'll buy as many Pokeballs as I can. And now we can just relax and play the game normally. Instead of having to like be deathly scared of running out of balls. Because yes, we had found a shop that sold net balls, for example, or timer balls, but those are a lot more expensive. So you just can easily run out of money. And then good luck catching more things. I can't remember how or whether you can even see the EVs of things. And hello there, how are you today? Haven't seen you drop by in a while. Hope you're doing well. I'm just doing a randomizer here because I found out that there's a randomizer program for this game. I was looking for an excuse to play it. I will go back to Monster Hunter eventually. Just haven't done these games in so long. I wanted to get back into them. Okay, I needed to drop my speed with that powder snow. If it drops my speed, next gyro ball kills. Double team. Oh, critical, nice. I have a pretty nice team so far. Sarpedo was actually my starter, then I fished a Turtwig with a fishing rod. Same for the Rayquaza. I found the Bronzor in the grass and the Sedinja also. Sedinja being the most recent addition to the team. Alright. Do we have anything here? I'll get Pharaoh. Nah. Let's move on. You're stuck? But what do you mean you're stuck? Do you mean the stream or something? Oh. How did you get stuck? Because Ruby is not exactly that complex of a game to get through. Were you doing a challenge? Yesterday on stream I got to Cynthia on the old Diamond game, right, during a challenge, and I got hacked so badly that my strategy just didn't work at all and the run literally died at Cynthia. So that was just depressing. Putting what, 7 hours in. is it just a normal playthrough? Because if it's a normal playthrough, you can literally just grab as a ninja and half the game NPCs won't know what to do with you. Alternatively, okay, for the Grovile. Well, Tailo. Oh, Watermon type. Lombre. It can do pretty well against the Grovile. You go in, you fake out, you growl a few times, and unless he critical hits you, you are pretty much set. And if you can use items... Oh yeah. Ruby gets the Nuzleaf line, my bad. I just normally play Emerald, so I forgot. Okay, so... Then your best bet is Wingull. Wingull can actually make it. You just need to tank one hit, get the growl off, then you heal, like you sacrifice something in order to get a heal off. Then you bring the Wingull in again, you growl a second time, and that should be pretty much it. I don't know what kind of rules your challenge has, like if it's no healing, if it's set mode and whatnot. Oh, I was hoping we could buy some like heals from that. But yeah, Wingull is probably your best bet there. Mono Water. That's an interesting challenge though. Yeah, if you can heal, you can always just stall it. Because once it's out of Leaf Blades, you're set. But yeah, if you can get some growls on it, that will make your life a lot easier. And if you can also get Mud Slaps from the Marsh Stomp off, that will be nice, but... Oh wait. Oh yeah. I'm thinking Chorus. Yeah, my bad. They're special. So your best bet then... Scary Face. Do you have any Scary Face users? Okay, what water types are there even? There's Marshtomp. There's Wingull. There's Magikarp. Gyarados. If you can take the time to get a Gyarados, like fish out a Magikarp, evolve it, then Gyarados should be able to do it. Alright, admin time. Wait, does the Grovile may have in Ruby have a healing move like Mega Drain or something? Yeah, about that. If it has Mega Drain, you can bait it to use Mega Drain as you bring in a Tentacool or Tentacruel, and it will just kill itself because of Liquid Ooze. Liquid Ooze will damage it for as much as it would have healed. It's an ability you never actually see used, Like, you never will get use out of it, except for the super specific scenarios where you want to counter a draining move. I remember using Liquid Ooze Tentacruel against the competitive Ivaltal set in Oras, because one of the main competitive Ivaltal sets would use Oblivion Wing to just heal it on. So I would just send in the Tentacruel, take the damage intentionally, and damage it just enough to where I could then finish it off. But now you have the issue of, can you bait it to go for Mega Drain over Leaf Blade? Actually, okay, since the fight here wasn't that hard, let me quickly pull up Mei and see what her team actually has. So Ruby Sapphire, Route 110, okay. Oh, it's just Absorb, okay. Then Tentacle, and you bait it to use Absorb as much as possible. And you just counter with Acid. If you drop it special defense, it should be fine. Your only worry is the quick attack, so basically you just keep sacking things to bait in the Absorb. So for example, you start with Marstomp, and you hard switch to the Tentacle. It absorbs the Tentacle, then it goes for a different move, because it knows it's going to get damaged, so you switch out. Then it's going to go for Absorb again and again and again, and eventually it will be low enough to where you can easily finish it off. You just need a high level enough Tentacle to have plenty of health. I would say you need about 35 health on the Tentacle. No problem. I do like these puzzles. It's why I do challenges myself. I just lately have been kinda lazy, so I've been avoiding particularly hard challenges. But I did do the Diamond one where I could only use stab attacks and I could not use items during battles. Which might sound like an easy thing, until you realize that you end up at the league at around level 50 and Cynthia is level 66. Like, the game really wants to use wants you to use items against the Elite Four. So I had every time to figure out a solution. For example, with Lucian, I figured out the solution to just psych up his Skull Mines on the Bronzong to just barely kill his Bronzong with my Bronzong, and after I was done with that, I was completely out of PP on the Bronzong. Like, it's interesting. I like puzzle games in general, so turning a game that is not actually a puzzle into a puzzle is always fun. And if you get stuck, just ask again. Even if I'm doing a different game, like, feel free to ask. Always open to helping. Alright, so for this one, let's go into Sharpedo. Now I'm leaving the last slot on the team here completely open, so that if I find something cool in the underground, I can just add to the team. And honestly, with Rayquaza on the team and Sedinja on the team, I don't think I need the full team anymore. Sharpedo alone can just sweep most of the game, if not the full game. But yeah, Sedinja seems to be... Ooh, Dragon Dance. Here's the thing, we have modest nature, so it's going to be a special attacker. There's no point in going for Dragon Dance. outside to maybe outspeed things, but it's already really fast to begin with. So for the first time in I don't know how long, I'm not using a Dragon Dance Rayquaza. We're going full special. I'll even give it Surf later. Can't remember the last time I used Special Rayquaza, as a matter of fact. I think it was when Auras first came out or something, because I had gotten a timid one during my playthrough, and I thought, okay, I might as well try it. Special Mega Rayquaza worked surprisingly well. Not going to lie, it was... Okay, what moveset was it? It was Dragon Pulse, Surf, Ice Beam, and Dragon Ascent. Because of the stab on Dragon Ascent... Oh, I forgot it's a fairy type. That's why we have Poison Fang instead. But because of how high the attack stat is, Dragon Ascent still does a lot of damage even though it's a minus attack nature. Later on, I just switched to a proper Rayquaza set. Ooh, Spiritomb. That's the first Spiritomb we've run into. In this game you can actually get Spiritomb relatively painlessly. You have to talk to 32 NPCs rather than 32 players. Okay, night save. Alright, excuse me for a moment. I need to talk to my girlfriend about something because she's mumbling in her sleep again. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just started mumbling about coloring eggs in her sleep and I was curious. Alright. Stone plate. You might find some use for that too. Now, the encounter I would love the most to find out of everything for the last slot on the team, I'd say is an Agron, or like the previous stages. Okay, defense drop, that's nice. Yawn. Let's go into Sarpedo. Another yawn. Let's go into Grottle. A critical Razor Leaf should kill. But I need it to stop going for freaking yawns. Like, how sleepy does it want me to be? I already haven't slept. Okay, tackle. Come on, give me the foods. We don't even trade. Oh well. I'll go for the disrespect. Disrespect scratch skill. Alright. Ooh, and we get a critical hit. Right when it didn't matter. Okay, Confuse Ray I'll take. Harden is pretty much useless on the Sedinja anyways. So I want the Sedinja to be as annoying as possible. Alright. Antidote. I will go back to heal. There is a heal house later on in the route. But I'd have to go through at least 2 more battles to make it there. I'd rather have my team in good shape. Okay. 2 orange berries, then pizza. We have Set Cell. Not really that good of an item. It just helps you switch out. But I think that's the second one of those we found. Alright. 2 crunches should take care of it. Guess not. Oh, 3 crunches it is. Don't paralyze. Good. I'm kinda curious what the leader is going to be in levels. Because the NPCs are 50% stronger, which means that as we go on, that 50% matters more and more. For example, at level 10, they would be level 15, but at level 20, they will be level 30. It's a big difference. Also, can I not miss a 95 accuracy move? I'm getting PTSD from yesterday, where I missed a 95 accuracy move like 20 or 30 times. I would miss back to back with 95 accuracy moves. Okay, 3 battles. Then we have to do the Cheryl stuff. I really need to find an answer for steel types, by the way. I think Flamethrower on Rayquaza would be nice. Always Crunch should be super effective because it uses Gen 6 typing. The matchup chart. Okay, we have a Battle Girl and like a camper. Whatever. Basically the female version of that kid. Oh, never mind. We have the Hiker too. So 3 battles. But in the interest of just getting through faster, I think I will just go back to doing most fights with the Sarpedo. Because we're way behind schedule. I spent almost an entire hour just trying to get the Rayquaza. Because it was the rare encounter in a fishing pond. Yeah. I did find it a few times, but then I accidentally killed it. I think the Rayquaza we got was like the 4th one I found. Hyper Slash should one shot. Does have a lot of health, so very likely to live. I'm not yet doing insane amounts of damage. I will soon, once I find some better items. Just to buff up. For example, if I find Sharp Beak, that would be perfect. But now I'm just using Amulet Coin. Ooh, Seimin! Sky? No, it's just normal. I can't remember if Seimin Sky is possible to get in this game. I'm pretty sure the Grassidea is a thing. I might be wrong though. And I stopped playing right before they made the Darkrai and whatnot events available. Alright, that should give a lot of experience, honestly. Then let's heal up. And then we move on. We'll get through the forest and I'll pretty much send this power belt. That's for either defense or HP, I can't remember which. Let's see. Okay, it's for defense, okay. Fossil. Alright, so for this part, let's put the Serpent up front. And Cheryl. It just looks weird somehow in this game. Like her face looks as if, I don't know how to put it, as if she's sad or something. Ooh, she has a Regirock. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. I thought the ally NPCs wouldn't have different teams, because the rival seems to have like an awful people, not the rival, the like Dawn essentially. Okay, Delcatty and Illumise. Let's jet the Delcatty. Rock throw. I was hoping it would live because I was thinking of maybe catching that Illumise. Illumise is actually really useful utility wise. Normally you wouldn't expect it to be good because it's just a trash bug essentially, but its support move pool is insane. Yes, it doesn't get tail glow like Volbeat does, where it just gets an instant +3 special attack, but it's just really good in support. If you can think of a good support move, Illumise probably gets it. Especially if you consider like generational transfers. Amazing for playthroughs. Okay, I do not want Scritch. Okay, Gorebyss. Let's go for the poison. I could also go for the flinch, but poison seems more useful. Sounds really nice. now it will outspeed, and Bite should kill them. Never mind. I even have minus special defense, which really screws me over here. Anyways, that's been kills. And even if it didn't, Aqua Jet next turn kills definitely with the poison damage. And Drifloon. If Drifloon wasn't such an annoying encounter to get where it's only available once a week, I would add it to the team, but like we have to wait half the week for it to become available again. Alright. Escape rope. Might come in handy because there's no guarantee I'll be able to buy those. Okay, that's kinda cool. How they use psychic powers. If I was in the in-game universe, I would definitely choose to be one of the psychics, because it just seems cool. Oh, I forgot the rapid spin, but they changed it to give +1, but even at +1 I still should be faster than a War Turtle. Bite should just barely kill, then a Rock Throw should finish off the Venomer before it can finish me off. And of course, Regirock misses. I never understood why they had made, like, back in the day, all rock moves just have trash accuracy. It's only rock types that got screwed over like that, as if being weak to half the types in the game wasn't bad enough. They just have had to have awful moves. Now, Ekans would be really nice, honestly, but I'd rather not use that. Because it's kinda boring to use for playthroughs at least. Very limited move pool. Just gets like gank shot, which is like hit or miss. You have to use a TM to get sludge bomb. Anyways, Staraptor, Ice Fang, probably lives. But then the Rock Throw finishes it off. Oh, never mind. Surge Beam should kill if it doesn't miss. I don't know. Oh, he was targeting the Staraptor. Okay, I was about to say, I don't know why he didn't go for another Charge Beam. Alright, I'll deal with the Kadabra, since I have the perfect move for it. Now, if we find an Alakazam, maybe I'll try to get it. But I'm not sure. I could Jet on the Jupiter. I just need the Regirock to just Charge Beam once. And that's it. Just Charge Beam. Nice and easy. So let's see how smart the AI is going to be. Alright, that's good. Watercan should do nothing. Regirock might have a really high defense and not as high special defense, but the special defense is still 100. So one hand that special defense is really good, even if it only has like, what, 50 HP? Is the HP 50 or is it 100? I can't remember. I keep getting these EV boosters. Ooh, Paras. Nah, don't feel like getting either of those. Like, Illumise is great, again, for that hasn't tried using it. But my team doesn't exactly need anything at this point. So I'd rather keep it open in case we run into a Darkrai, in case we run into just something cool. Aggron or Darkrai ideally as the last slot. If we find an Arceus though, I won't say no. I still remember one time when I was doing an Omega Ruby. So Omega Ruby randomizer, and literally the first encounter I found was Arceus, like literally. And in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the first ball you throw in the first route is guaranteed to catch. So I just got an Arceus, literally as my first thing in the game, because no matter what, it won't break out of the ball. So just for anyone that doesn't know. So in XY, in the first route, well, second route, because the first route is pretty much empty, but like in the second route, right before the forest, that in that patch of grass, anything you encounter, no matter if it's a legendary or whatever in a randomizer, will always get caught immediately with Pokeball. You don't even need to weaken it. Ooh, Thunderstone. That opens up some options. Okay, I want to get one more encounter. Bonsly. No. Okay. Let's get out of the forest. Out of curiosity, do we have the national dex yet? No. We might get soft locked out of the post game, honestly, because to access the post game you have to see everything in the Sinnoh dex, which means that if for whatever reason we are missing a single thing, like we haven't seen one thing, then we are stuck there. So hopefully we'll get to see one of everything. I had a feeling it would go for quick attack, that's why I went for Aqua Jet, in the hopes that I wouldn't take damage. And then it just leaves. That's a bit sad. Ooh, team of 6. Oh, that reminds me. In Heart Gold Soul Silver, there's this guy, after the first badge. It's one of the fishermen as you head down to the cave to go to Azalea. So one of the fishermen has 4 Magikarps and one is a level 15. And that's quite high at that point in the game. But it doesn't matter because it's a Magikarp. However, if you randomize the game and if you randomize the game and you just so happen to randomize it while also increasing the level of encounters, you might get screwed, because one time I was doing plus 50% and randomized and got randomized as a Palkia. that essentially nearly swept my entire team. I had next to no answer to it at the time, but I managed to make it through just barely. Like my team was like level 16 to 17, and then just a random level 22, no, maybe a bit more. It was somewhere around 22, Palkia. And in that same playthrough, Morty had a Mewtwo as well, so it was just quite a challenge to make it through, but I did make it through. Very few challenges have actually not been able to finish. So far I remember 4 challenges that I have started and failed to finish. One was an Emerald playthrough where I could only use extremely low base stat total Pokemon, so things like Tyrogue or Pichu. I think the rule was like anything above 220 or so base power was banned, which obviously is ridiculously low. So it was mostly just Ralts, Pichu, Tyrogue, Azuril. No, I couldn't even have Maril. It was that bad. And I made it to the Victory Road, but I just gave it up there because... Not because I kept wiping or something, but it just started being really annoying. Because even with my strongest moves, I still would need like 3 hits to kill most opponents. And at that point, it just kept taking forever to get through every single battle. So that was one. The other I gave up on was Heart Gold, a randomized Nuzlocke. Just got awful, absolutely awful RNG. I only did one attempt. I got to the second badge and I got stuck in the rival fight and wiped. Because he ended up with a fully evolved team with like 1 or 2 legendaries even. So yeah. Then, what other challenge was it? So we have the Emerald Low BST challenge, the randomizer Nuzlocke on Hard Gold. There's one challenge I don't remember at all about, but I remember I never managed to finish it. What's the other challenge? Oh yeah, the one yesterday, where I got to Cynthia, but I just wiped because my strategy didn't go as planned. Got really unlucky there. I had to get ultra lucky with the AI, but just got unlucky instead. Ah well. But yeah, yesterday's challenge was pretty much I can only have stab attacks and I can... Okay, so only stab attacks and I couldn't heal in battle, like use items. Oh, I need to talk to the old guy, okay. I hope it doesn't force me to use it right away. Oh, it's even doing it for me. actually check for encounters while we are down here. I'll just check the rooms. Leaky tank. Mercrow. Ooh, Zangus. That would be cool. What else do we have in the other rooms? I'll only check the closest 3 rooms. Snorant, Magnemite, Pidgeotto. Come on, give me something cool. Ooh, Rotom. Pidgeotto. And Jigglypuff. Okay. I know I said I would only check 3 rooms, but let's check more. I'm curious. Because the randomizer also randomizes these. Do I grab a Rotom? I don't need an electric type on the team. So I guess I can try to get it. I'm pretty sure we cannot transform it. I might be wrong though. Oh, no, we need the event item. So we can't transform it, we just need the event item. So I'll just run away, there's no point in getting it. Without the items, it's like the stats just are awful. I got stuck on the rock trying to run away, but I saw a Magmar there. And we can buy... Pretty sure we have the Magmarizer in the shop. Why not? What else do we have? Mind. That's a nice find. Ooh, Rhyhorn. Okay, let's get the Rhyhorn. Why not? Unless I find something better. So for now, let's just add this to the team. Okay, so it does have ground moves. That's good to know, but also my Bronzor, that is my Hypnosis user, has hit proof, not levitate. So I can't exactly send it in. Still, welcome to the team, Rhyhorn. Mega Drain, finally. Okay. I have the perfect name for it. I mean, it does have a horn. So you could say that here. Wait, is it male or female? Okay, it's female. Let's check the stats. Impious nature is actually pretty decent. With lightning rod, Thunder Funk. Okay, that's an egg move. Bulldoze. Okay, that's a really nice find right there. I will still check one more room. Doors. Machamp? Okay. I'm only going to catch this for the decks. Not every day we find fully evolved things. Now, I am activating its guts, so this definitely kills me. As long as it doesn't kill it to the recoil. Okay, then poison. Oh, I should have gone into Sedinja in hindsight. Anyways. Come on. Feels like the game just freezes up sometimes. I don't know if it's because I'm playing on emulator. Alright, so Machamp. Special attack Machamp. Okay. Yeah, wait. Wow. Alright, we found something nice. In the underground. We found a nice new team member. So I think our team is pretty much complete now. Alright. Citrus berry. Then checking the shop. Anything? Oh, it's electrizer, not magmarizer. I thought it was both. Then we have the name Rater. I have the perfect name if it lets me. For anyone that knows the reference, it's a song. And for Rayquaza, alright. What do we name Rayquaza? Snack. Alright, gym time. Now we have to do the super difficult puzzle of finding people that suck at hiding. Band, that's special defense. Alright, I think this has gotten enough attack, so then we give it the miracle seed since we actually managed to find it. And let's do this. So what will the trainers in here have? Nidoran female. Let's switch into the bronzer. I don't want to have to deal with any poisons right away. Growl doesn't really affect me, I'm just going for confusion anyways. Also soon we should be getting extra sensory. So that would be a nice upgrade to confusion. Because we're really lacking in damage with the bronzer. Okay, perfect. Now I should just barely be able to kill it. And Jesus came through for me. Easter and all. Alright, it's our million. It probably has Dragon Rage. I can't remember if Dragon Rage is in the game or not. But if it is, Charmeleon at level 22 should have Dragon Rage. So let's not take any risks. Alright. These people are hiding marginally better than those ninja kids in Emerald, like in the Hoenn games where they hide behind the totally not a fake tree. If I had to rank the worst hiding, it would be the Emerald kids, like the ninja kids in Emerald, being the absolute worst. Then the little girl in Heart Gold Soul Silver playing hide and seek on the ship. Then these people, and then the ninja kids in this game. But seriously, like, how is this supposed to be a puzzle? Then in the next game, like in Platinum, there isn't even this much to do. The puzzle solves itself by just beating the people. Okay, Aftermath will be annoying, but I don't particularly... Ooh, actually perfect. Because it's going to kill itself, I don't get Aftermath. So I end up making it through with less damage than what Aftermath could have done. That's nice. Right. So we have this, one more. And then it's just the leader. I do like how they have been randomized to just have things that are actually grass types, or like a relative to grass type, like poison, for example. Giggle. Okay, Mega Mortar. I am paralyzed, but like Aqua Jet is a priority move, so as long as I don't get hacked, I should be fine. If anything, the paralysis prevents me from getting burned. course, critical hits. Alright. Now, it might look like we have high levels, but the moment we challenge the leader, we'll see that we are actually under-leveled compared to here. The only benefit we have is that we have a full team. C only has 3. So we should have the advantage, despite being lower level. And as we are going through the game, each gym will be basically one-upping in levels. Because like I explained earlier, the more we go through, the more difference it makes the plus 50% level that they get. She says we kept her waiting, but it's not our fault she went in hiding until we beat up her cronies. Okay, Spiritomb. I can fish for a poison, which will help a lot. Alright. And now we go to the grotto. I basically just need to stall enough to where I time the finisher. I think it's time. Alright, perfect. Restless here should do just enough for poison to then finish it off. Confusion doesn't matter, I'm going to switch out anyways. Okay, like Swagger. Nah. Leo. Okay, that's good. The grotto. But again, like, she starts from level 28. Like, 28 is like my highest level. Growl won't matter if I get a critical. Just need to do one critical. Super potion, that's fine. Again, if I get a critical, none of it matters. It's just wasting heals. All I have to do is just keep razor leafing. I need one critical and one non-critical to take it out. I have tons of PP, so super potion. I do like how Silo looks with his eyes closed in this game. Looks kinda cute, but also like an old man. Come on, just give me the critical hit. What's the point of it being high critical hit ratio if I have to use it like 10 times and not get a critical hit? But here, my team, only the grotto and the Sarpedo are level 28, then the Bronzor is 27, then 25, 22 and 19, so we are already under leveled. And for anyone that doesn't know what the reference is, oh, it does, okay. I had a feeling it would have a rock move. I was expecting Smackdown though, but it doesn't matter. The reason I switched out was more or less just to reset the 2 attack drops. But yeah, level 33, it's way higher than me. Can I stop wasting time? Don't confuse me. Oh, wait, I'm already confused. Don't get hit and confuse me more like. Alright. Super, like the citrus berry. And I have to go for Mega Train because I'll be in Overgrow. I stayed confused for 5 freaking times. That's like the maximum possible. Anyways, that was a level 33. And these are the levels of our team. Anyways, just whoop here. And we have our second badge. And I think I'll just stop it like for today in just a moment. So we meet Cynthia once I hit up. For that, what does the scientist give? Oh, just the rare candy instead of the EXP sir. It would be one thing if it gave us infinite rare candies, but like one rare candy, not worth it. Anyways, Cynthia. TM93, cut. Alright, then I'll put Horny up front. Now, one thing I don't like, and a lot of people didn't like about these games, is that they changed the statue here. The statue here was really cool in the Gen 4 games because it was designed in such a way that even though it was the same statue, it appeared as both Dialga and Palkia at the same time, and that was like really cool. Yes, it was different color between the versions. Ooh, Fiona. So it was different color between the versions, but the statue was actually exactly the same. Like it wasn't different between the versions outside of the color, because it had like a diagonal downwards view that made it look as if it was both at the same time, and that was like incredibly cool. But then they ruined it I get that they had to change it because it's like 3D now, so they can't just pull the exact same thing they did. But it's still sad. Okay, disable doesn't really bother me, since I was going to Aqua Jet anyways. Sneasel. Let's sense and power it. So once I clear this route, grab the items and whatnot, I'm just going to end the stream for now. Been going on for 3.5 hours. How the frick did that survive? It's a modest freaking Rayquaza. Modest. And it's a Sneasel. Oh, like I get it's not Stavo, but 150 base special attack is 150 base special attack. Like, or is it 120 and 150 is for the Mega? But it's 150 for Rayquaza. Then 170 for the Mega anyways. Smackdown. I always make sure to have at least 2 answers to Sedinja on my team at any given moment in randomizers, because I've had Sedinja appear as early as literally the tutorial fight. So I just want to make sure that I won't get stuck against one. Like here. This has Smackdown. This has a Confuse Ray. This has Bite. This has Ancient Power, Air/End Crunch. This has Confuse Ray, and then this has Bite. Like every single thing on my team can deal with a Sedinja. Just because I've had that much PTSD of against Sedinjas. Oh, I forgot to check what we can maybe find inside of Mount Coronet. Oh, just let me run away. Okay, I'm going to go get like 2 encounters inside Mount Coronet and see. Snorlax? That's a nice one. And let's get one more. Banette. I really like Banette, especially a certain Gen 5 event Banette. So in Gen 5 there was this Banette that was released through event that had Cotton Guard. So then you could transfer that to XY, where the Mega Stone was, and get Prankster Cotton Guard. And then you pretty much became unkillable on the physical side, obviously. But that's all it took. And then if you even had some support to heal, then you were literally just set. Alright. Now I'll grab the Thief TM. We'll enter the building and then we'll just stop. Or I could very quickly breeze through the building. Alright. So let's see. How will the battle go? So if it goes quickly, I might Hippopotas and Metang. Alright. Bulldoze. I'm going to snack to negate the weather. Having that airlock is really nice. A lot of people forget that airlock or Cloud9 can potentially help immensely. It's why Golduck has actually seen use in many cases, especially competitive, and even Altaria, simply because they just negate the weather. So there's even a meme about it, where there's like Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre, and then there's just a side deck with Cloud9, just negating their weather. Okay, extra sensory finally. I'll try to find it and post it on Discord later, because it is hilarious. Okay, Razor Leaf and Twister. Alright, now we just have like one thing left. Pony levels up, Dead Babies, which again, it's just a song by Alice Cooper. Really good song, for that hasn't heard it. Definitely just give it a listen. It's like, dead babies can't take care of themselves. Oh, I suck at singing. But also I just realized we are 2 levels away from an amazing Torterra. Now, the first and third guy, I think, it might be the fourth guy, are the ones that are battles. There's 2 battles and 2 that aren't. Now for this one we have SmackDown, we have WWE. Haven't made that joke in forever. Okay, our Shark levels up. Nincada. Let's go to the Shark. Nincada has a really high defense for an unevolved thing, but the rest of the stats kinda suck. Aqua Jet should still kill though. Alright, we have 2 more battles to do. This Grand, then the admin. So I'll just do the admin, then end the stream. I also have to finish that Gran Turismo playthrough at some point. I'm literally in the middle of the Gran Turismo World Championship, but I just have no motivation for it. Okay, extreme speed. Nah. Oh, never mind. we have one more floor. I forgot about that completely. Alright, Nidorino will have double kick, but I'm pretty sure I leave it. Poison Sand and Poison. Coughing. Let's go into Bronzor and try out our new extrasensory. The Bronzor is not here for damage, it's just there as an insurance if we ever need to wall something, because it can sit right in front of most things, but confidently. Electabuzz. Right, back to the right horn. It will take a while until we get Rhydon. It's like, what, level 42 or something? But even without that, it's quite strong. And after evolving, it has more or less the same stats as Golem, give or take. And then we can evolve it further if we want to, but honestly, I prefer Rhydon to Rhyperior. And I don't think I'm the only one. Because it gets even slower. Yes, it gets more bulk, but the difference is barely any. And for the stats in general, in any game where Eviolite is a thing, you are better off not evolving. Simply because Rhydon with Eviolite is way tankier than Rhyperior with Solid Rock. Like, I've had Eviolite Rhydon survive even like Aqua Jet from like Huge Power Azumarill, like the classic Assault Vest set. It would pretty much always leave with just very small investment in bulk. It was mostly going just full attack and then some bulk and a tiny bit of speed just to outspeed. A few other speed die encounters. Alright. What level is it? Seismic Toss doesn't really matter. But I do feel like Seismic Toss should have the same effect as Smackdown. Because you are basically smashing them down to earth. Okay, Tentacruel. Okay, Bronzor's time to shine. Level 30. Hypnosis? It went for Supersonic, it missed. We basically almost traded hacks there, but I'll take it. I won it then. And it will take quite a few hits. Fuse right here, because next turn it should wake up. If we can get a flinch, that will be perfect. Right. Now to get a Hypnosis. Okay. Let's try hacks again. Okay, perfect. Come on, don't miss. Yes. Alright. So what? Okay. If it doesn't wake up, let's take the risk. If it doesn't wake up for 2 turns, I can get a bulldoze off, which will do a ton of damage to it. Now, I still want outspeed here, but she might heal. I was counting on her using a super potion, but this does tell us that she has no potions. Therefore, let's go Sharpedo. If she had a potion, she would have used it already. It's sad that Horny is missing out on the delicious experience that would have leveled it up, but it did its job. Alright. And I imagine this is where the Rotom appliances are. Alright, time to heal up. Then we grab the bike and we save the game. And then I just go take a little nap because I'm feeling kinda sleepy. Alright. Let's go for the blue bike. Like we are really zooming. Alright. Our team is looking nice. And that will do it for now. So this was our starter. Then we got this. Then this. Then this, and finally this in the underground. I think our team is looking really nice. Before I close the game, might as well check. Okay, it's going to be the death of me. Because I have the speed up. It makes it hard to control. I just want to see if we have any new items here. Doesn't seem that way, but I have a ton of money. So when I eventually get to Veilstone, we can just buy a bunch of stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. I'll stop it here. Have a good day, night, whatever. And next stream, I'll either continue the challenge here, or I might finish the Gran Turismo stuff. The Gran Turismo 4, or I might actually do Monster Hunter. I do want to do some Monster Hunter. I mentioned it yesterday. I want to get back into GU a little bit, but we will see. For now, I really feel like taking a nap. And for those on the YouTube side, just leave a like, subscribe, you know, the usual, just to help with the algorithm so it doesn't